Hey guys, it is Wise from Wise Tech here, and today I wanted to do a bit of a special video, something I've never done before, and we're going to be doing a bit of a quarantine setup. And I know it sounds a little bit cringy, but this is what I've got to work with during the coronavirus as soon as it started. And I've been here for a little while now, as some of you guys know, my house got destroyed in early January, and I had to move setups quite a few times, and this is the one I'm at for a little while now, so I'm just gonna go show you guys what it's like. It ain't too fancy, mind the rat's nest of cables. Sorry, I'm a uni student, so I got other things to worry about. So let's go ahead and check this guy out. So I'm gonna zoom out here so you guys can get an idea of what the setup looks like. So I've got the laptop there, one monitor there, another one here. We've got the desktop here, the modded HP, and we've got some random stuff over there. And I've got the keyboard and mouse. So let's go through it one more time. Through it one by one. So I wanted to use these gimbal as well. I don't really have any use for it, so I kind of wanted to do something like this for once. So basically, what I've got here is I've got a single light in this room to mind the brightness as well. So we'll just go over here and see what we've got. So I've got some random stuff here. I've got a game controller. I've got a Nikon charger for the camera. Random Coke can, that shouldn't be there. Got my uni books underneath there. And I've got my random telephone. We were using it. I just had it around. I got a pair of sunnies here. Nothing too fancy about that. I just got my workbook of what to do, and this just came in the mail today. This was the X-Star VC4 battery charger, and I've got also this cool ass screwdriver set here, so I think this is pretty cool. So let me go ahead and just open it quickly. I think it opens pretty nicely. I think it's a cool kit. I've got my old Trojan set as well. Got like a cover and an alarm there. My alarm kept going off because I had the heater on. If you guys can see that up there. But yeah, I mean, nothing too fancy around the side. I've got some random stuff in here. The Boya microphones and things like that. You guys will be seeing reviews of all of this soon. And okay, so we've got heading over to this Asus laptop again. So this is a i7 with a GT 740M. I can't remember what model the i7 was now. I'll put it up screen if I get a chance. But I basically use that one for Discord, and if you guys can see that there, I've got a USB kit here, so a USB sound card. So all it is, it just takes in the audio from my headphones, and this is such a weird video to do for me, and just output some audio here as well, because my laptop unfortunately only has a 3.5mm jack. Yeah, I mean, I'll use this laptop for uni and stuff. It's got an extended battery at the back, if you guys can see that there, and it's just up on some timbers there. Yeah, sorry, I don't have much to work with here. You know how it is sometimes. And yeah, so next up we've got one of the side monitors for the main desktop. And basically, this is just an old Dell monitor that I had, where it was very, very cheap. I got it when I was very young, and I've just been hanging it around. And yeah, I mean, the setup's in my room now, so I'm usually in a study, but I've been moving around quite a bit recently. So that's for that one. And then we've got an ASC 900p monitor. Nothing really too fancy about this. It's my main monitor usually. Yeah, I use a 900p monitor. But I mean, it does the job. It's an LED panel, so yeah. Let's go ahead and look at what's on the desk. This is really odd for me, guys. So we've got the Audio-Technica AT2020, and we've got the Behringer UM4 behind there. It's an audio interface for this, and these guys too sound amazing. And go down here, and we've got the Logitech G305. Nothing too much to say about it, other than Logitech, what the hell are you doing? And you guys can see that on my mouse, how it's trying to chafe away. I use this guy literally every day, and it's getting very, very shiny. Not surprising though, but would have expected more from Logitech. And I've got my Wacom CH something, can't remember. It's a small size tablet. Don't have it plugged in right now. I use it pretty often though. Yeah. So let's head over to here, and we've got the Xiaomi Mi Pods or AirPod, whatever the hell they're called, pretty awful to be honest. I mean they're alright, but they do the job. Like if you're running and stuff. But realistically, you can get something better for your money. Forgot to do I did an unboxing video and it actually got corrupted the video, so didn't manage to get that out. But one day I'll do a review. And looks like we've got the controller for the LEDs here. Don't ask me why I have them. I'm pretty stupid to be honest. I just wanted them to for aesthetics. I usually have them off because I'm studying usually, and I'm gonna have them on blue. Actually, let's turn them off. It looks a lot better. Nah, let's keep them on. Okay, so I got my phone here, the Huawei Nova 3i, and there we go. I mean, nothing too much to say about it. I never did a review on this, so I should. Hopefully one day. We've got some modular USB cables here and a case for my Anker power bank over here. And behind that we've got the Energizer rechargeable battery charger, which is kind of irrelevant now because I don't use it. Okay, now mine this rat's nest of cable. That's disgusting. But I had to keep it like this because it's more practical like this. Just I assure you it is. So okay, so we've got an SD card reader here. My computer doesn't have one. Got a USB hub here. Charger for the Alfie drone, which is over there. You guys can see that there. And we've got a charger for what is this for? Something I got recently. I'm not too sure what that is. Okay, we've got an ultra long micro USB cable here. A bit of a random A. And okay, so we've got a mechanical keyboard. It's from the cheapest mechanical keyboard you can buy. It's pretty good. It's used Otimo Blues, can't pronounce it, sorry. Pretty nice. I made this wrist a long time ago out of some pants and stuff and like put it together. My one in Auckland's a lot better usually though. So okay, so we've got the tragedy of the M40Xs. I love these headphones to my absolute highest, I don't know. I just love these headphones. They mean a lot to me. They sound great. They're great value for money, and they've provided me with a lot of high quality sound for the channel and whatever through the years. They're really good, but unfortunately, great things do come to an end, and I'm gonna be looking at replacing this headband. As if you can see that there, it's being held with zip ties. Because unfortunately, one of the main flaws with this headphone is they crack. And the headband here that collapses in has cracked, and the other one has cracked as well. This one cracked a lot earlier. And yeah, I mean, I love these headphones. They're my favorite pair. I wouldn't trade them for much. Might be looking for an upgrade soon though, but it is what it is. If I can't manage to get this headband replaced properly, then I'll be looking to get something else. Maybe M70Xs or the Behring DT 990s, and maybe another M50X, or maybe the M50Xs or something like that as well. Will be pretty nice. But I mean, yeah, nothing too much to say about that. Audio, this is what I've been using for the longest time. If you guys can see that there, you can let's go on to some microphone here. Okay, so it's gotten very dirty there because it is dirty. Okay, this is really hoary setup, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. But what I've got here is just a normal headband, and this just goes around my M40Xs like this. And usually this microphone is working, but it started glitching out, and it's, well, I can't order anything from AliExpress, so I had to tape a microphone on, and that looks really bad. But I can't really help that, and, well, that's what ended up happening. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for the headphones. So let's go over here, and we've got some hard drives here. And what we've got is the, okay, so we've got a plethora here. So, first of all, we've got this one I extracted from an Apple A1260. And nothing too much to say about that. It's an old hard drive. Got this one recently. It's a 1 terabyte WD passport, and need to transfer over the old drive down here to it because it's showing crop sectors. This is my sister's 1 terabyte. She said I can use it for the time being, and usually I use that for storing footage. And now we've got the WD, another 1 terabyte elements. Been using this for quite a while, but hasn't shown any bad sectors. Since I put this random ass like finish on it, like carbon fiber, whatever. It's not actually carbon fiber, it's just plastic. Looks like the design. And then we've got the WD passport, the old version, and this guy is showing bad sectors. So I gotta fix that guy up, and you can see I've added some feed onto it. So I mean, yeah, that's all of them. These are all the cables here, down here. And yeah, and this one is a bit of a special one. Whoops, got some dirt on it though. This is my Kingston drive from my actual computer that broke, unfortunately. Oops, sorry. The motherboard is now fixed, thank God. But the hard drive, the motherboard broke on that one. Not too sure what's wrong because I haven't been back to Auckland in ages. So we'll be picking up that when the house is built again. So, I mean, I've connected this through USB, through SATA to USB, and it's just plugged into this HP desktop, and I'll get to it right now. So, we've just got some things plugged in here, another USB sound card, and you guys must be wondering, how do I hear through both? So, I mean, it's really simple. So, there's problems with static and interference sometimes, but sometimes you'll be able to fix that with better cables. So, if you guys look down here, I've got this little audio hub, and basically it provides 3.5 millimeter inputs. So all I do is plug in one from here, and one in from here, and I plug in my headphones at the end. So I mean, it provides decent sound. I usually have a better setup for audio back in Auckland, but I mean, this is pretty nice as well. It does cause some interference sometimes, sorry guys, and I usually fix that by putting two powered USB cards in, otherwise one will be louder than the other and it sounds horrible. So let's get over to the desktop here. So what have I done? Now this is something I recommend people to do if you don't have a lot of money, and I had to do this very quickly because my house got destroyed and my computer gave up as well, so not too fun. So what have I done here? So it's a bit of a mess, janky ass mess, but you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. And what we've got here is a GTX 1050 2GB card, got off Trade Me. And I had actually purchased this HP desktop early in the year before my computer broke. And I was planning to use it for like a server, and I never got around to it because I ended up using it for this. And what it's got is an i5, I can't remember now. I'll put it on screen if I can remember. It's some sort of i5 processor, and I've just got the GTX 1050 2GB model plugged in. I mean, it's not bad at all. It actually suits me pretty well. I mean, for a budget like this, you can stream on it pretty easily if you have a good internet connection. Unfortunately, I don't, so I'm not able to. But when I was using my own mobile data, I did like some random 1 hour streams. I was able to stream pretty easily at 60 FPS, 900p or 1080p from what I can remember, and on Twitch, just streaming League of Legends. Like if you're using it for random MOBAs like this, it's going to be pretty easy to stream. And you guys can probably see I've got a small SSD down there, and no, it doesn't come with this panel on. I actually put that on myself because I wanted to see what's going on inside, and I had to take it off quite often, so the all metal panel wasn't really working for me. Also because I've got this riser here that's plugged in, a 16X riser that's plugged into the 16X PCIe on the bottom there, if you guys can see. And yeah, I mean, nothing too special about this computer. It's got 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. Can't remember what's clocked at anymore. But I mean, it was at 4 gigs and I just purchased 16 gigs in the end because I really needed it. Yeah, computer ain't too hot, but if you guys need a budget setup, I'd highly recommend building one of these guys, either for temporary measures or even for the long run. I mean, all you gotta do is clean the dust out of there. You can put something over it, like a nice cover, and you guys got a solid setup for less than $200 to $300 easily. And you can play Minecraft, Fortnite, and all that stuff, maybe on medium settings, 900p or 1080p. Okay, so what have we got over here? So we've got my SG900 drone that I purchased recently. Really fun to fly. Not a brushless motor, it's brushed. Both of them are brushed. You can see the Alfie there. The Alfie is really so mind the language. The Alfie is really bad. It's awful to fly. It feels okay outside, but the controls are a little bit laggy. And I've tried that on 2 phones, and it's not too fun to fly the Alfie. It's a little bit better outside, but inside it's awful. I wouldn't recommend the Alfie, but SG900 is super fun to fly. Haven't had any problems with it at all. And we got some random boxes here. We got the WD box. I've got an old ATI graphics card. I used to use that for testing sometimes. I needed it to test before I put the 1050 Ti in there. And I mean, yeah. We also got a Toy Story 4 box here. Hopefully, I'm not sure when this video is coming out, so we'll see what happens. And we've got a controller over there. I've got a random hard drive just sitting there at the back there. If you guys can see that WD green, it came with this PC, so I took it out because it was a little bit old. I'm using the controller for the SG900 there, and if you guys can see that on the side, I've got the Audio Technica box, so it's just for my headphones to transfer. And yeah, that's my hat over there. More news coming out about it later, but don't really have any plans for the hats. It's just a one-off that I did. I thought it was pretty cool. I actually found out that making my own hats was cheaper than buying a hat in New Zealand, so that's what I ended up doing, or the same price. So I mean, nothing too special about the setup, quarantine setup. Or maybe I should show you guys underneath. So we've got an extension board there, got a heater, got a fan. The heater is actually broken. Stop using it. Got a footrest, and we've got a janky ass cable spaghetti mess, and that's a complete fire hazard, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I need to get that fixed. And just got it running down here through one extension cable to the outlet at the back of the room, and we've got 2 Apple A1260s there that I'm disassembling when I use the screens for future projects that you guys will see in the future. So I mean, that about sums up the video. Also, my camera, oh god, you don't want to see that. There's also my camera over here. It's the Nikon D3400, and yeah, I use that for the unboxing videos. It's my sister's, not mine. I can't afford that at all. My uni student. I mean, most of the stuff was either hard-earned or my parents got it for me, luckily, or paid a part of it. I did. Most of it is me though. So I mean, long grind day, guys, and ended up with a lot of stuff over quite a few years. Regret? Not really. I really enjoy the stuff I use. I try to maximize my value for money usually. Oh, and if you guys are wondering where I usually do the unboxings, yes, I am literally doing the unboxings on my bed right now. Quite literally, I just put my hat there and unbox. Bit of a funny one, eh? But I mean, yeah, that about sums up the video, guys. Let me do one more swipe across of what we can see here. So, oh, it looks awful. And let me come back here so I can show the whole setup all at once. Quarantine setup price. Guys, am I right? Looks quite awful, to be honest. But hey, at the end of the day, it does the job. I'm pretty happy. It's functional. It's working. Nothing wrong with it. And yeah, that about sums up the video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. See you guys around. Bye. Just before the video starts, make sure you go and check out my website, ystech.org. This is the place where you're going to be finding the latest news and everything great in technology, from reviews to tutorials and much more. So make sure you go check it out in the description, ystech.org. I'll see you there.